Welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Jimmy Olsen, number 49, published in December 1960 with an unknown writer and art by Kurt Swan. In the past, Jimmy Olsen, Daily Planet cub reporter, has been guilty of many impulsive acts, but perhaps Jimmy's most reckless stunt occurs one day when he rashly switches personality with a ferocious creature of the jungle. And what happens when Superman's red-headed pal transfers his human brain to the body of a huge golden ape is the hilarious story of Jimmy's gorilla identity. I've read your typed note, Jimmy, but I still don't understand. How did your brain enter a gorilla's body while your ape mind took over your human form? Grrr, rawr. Gosh, how do I explain even to Superman that I'm the victim of real magic, that I've become Kongorilla? Congo Bill, the famous hunter, and his young assistant Janu arrived in Metropolis today to attend the annual Explorers Club meeting. I want you to interview them. Okay, Chief. I've heard of you, Jimmy, even in faraway Africa. You're Superman's pal. As luck has it, I must talk to you in private. Great, then we'll interview each other. Jimmy, I need Superman's help. I didn't fly here just for the meeting. I'm trying to trace a golden gorilla that was captured in the Congo and shipped to the vicinity of Metropolis. I'll pay any price to get him back. I've already phoned all the zoos and circuses around Metropolis, but none has the ape I'm searching for. The gorilla I want is wearing a duplicate of my ring. Show this ring to Superman. With his telescopic vision, he can easily scan the city and locate the gorilla I'm after. An ape wearing a copy of your ring? I don't understand. So he goes through his origin story where he was in the Congo and some crocodiles attacked a few men and he used his gun to chase them off. Well, I saved them from the crocs. However, the older one, the medicine man, had caught a deadly fever. But before he passed away, thank you, brave one, for trying to rescue me. In gratitude, I give you this ring. The ring had a fantastic power. On rubbing it, it enabled me to exchange brains with a golden gorilla, thus enabling me to become an amazing combination of brain and brawn. My mind has taken over this gorilla's body. But his regular body starts to act like a gorilla because he has a gorilla's brain. So Janu ties him up. Congo Bill will forgive me later when his mind returns to his body. Now he cannot harm anyone, while Amazing Man Ape does important jobs. Wait, I recall some African news reports about a legendary ape called Kongorilla, who's rumored to have human intelligence. He helps people and fights injustice. Can you be? Yes, Jimmy, I'm Kongorilla. But anybody can become Kongorilla by rubbing the ring, though, like myself, he'd have to wait an hour before rubbing the ape's ring to return to his human identity. Then finding the golden gorilla should be simple. Just rub your ring and you'll take over the beast's body wherever it is. Ah, but what if the gorilla's dead? And what if someone has already found the ring on his finger and removed it? Then I could never switch back to my human identity. My brain would be trapped inside the ape forever. No, Jimmy, I must wait till Superman finds the gorilla before I do anything. And you have to wait a day or two. He's now down at the center of the earth. So there's been a bunch of earthquakes and he's trying to work on fixing the faults. So and because of the layers of lead, his signal watch can't get through. Then hold the ring next time you see Superman. Give it to him. Contact me when you learn anything. So Jimmy goes out and is witness to a crime with some guys in armor that are bulletproof. Did you hear those hoods? They call themselves the Red Knights, and they said they're going on a crime rampage while Superman's away. If I could become Kongorilla, I'd have the strength to battle this gang, despite their armor, or you could just ignore it. Okay, so this is the list of places you'll be visiting today and tomorrow. Well, why are you looking for a gorilla? It's a secret, Chief. So he goes to this laboratory to check, but it is clearly not the golden gorilla. So he goes to a movie set where he's heard that there is a gorilla. Holy smokes, there's the golden gorilla. I was hoping the ape might be here when I heard they were making a jungle picture on this movie lot, but turns out it's a guy in a suit. What are you staring at, bud? Can a guy get a letter home between takes without collecting an audience? For a second, you look like somebody I knew. So he wanders on, and then he does find the ape. This is the gorilla. He's wearing the magic ring. Say, I understand you're the owner. How much for the ape? Which ape? I broke my glasses recently, and I'm awfully nearsighted. Oh, he can't see. Well, this must be why he didn't spot the ring on the gorilla. We interrupt this program for a bulletin. The Red Knight gang has struck again. They're trying to break into a suburban bank. So he decides he's going to switch places, but he he needs to be unconscious. So he walks up to this kangaroo. Boxing kangaroo, danger, don't come close. And purposely allows the kangaroo to knock him out. Pow! Ugh! As he was rubbing the ring, it works. My Jimmy Olsen brain has taken over the gorilla's body. Now to slip out of the cage and borrow that Jeep. Where'd that young man go? He was here a minute ago. So he just picks up this guy who's driving the Jeep and deposits him and drives off. At 60 miles an hour, I should be at the bank in 2 minutes flat. So the Red Knights are once again trying to rob. They're doing it on a Saturday morning, and they're trying to bust into a bank. It's hopeless, Ed. We can't stop those Red Knights. Our bullets bounce off their armor like mere pebbles. But Congorilla, Jimmy as Congorilla, jumps and grabs the medieval battering ram and breaks it. I can't, Al, I'm seeing things too. The ape, well, the other one said he's can't believe what he sees. The ape wrecked the truck. Now he's smashing their battering ram. Look, the ape's going crazy with his powerful hands. He ripped the plug off that hydrant. In a moment, those Red Knights will be all washed up. And so he does spray them and makes it so the cops can arrest him. You got us thanks to that crazy ape, but the rest of our gang is making monkeys out of the law right now, robbing the Atlas Jewelry House. Way to out your partners. So he jumps on this motorcycle and rides off. Meanwhile, Lois Lane has found Jimmy Olsen knocked out. It's a good thing Perry told me to track Jimmy down because Jimmy hadn't contacted the office since yesterday. The poor boy has passed out from the heat. I'll drive him back to town. The cool ride should revive Jimmy. When he comes to, I'll tell him about my latest expose. Catching fruit importers who bring in their shipments illegally, avoiding health inspection. Oh. But he wakes up and he's a gorilla, so climbs the side of the building. What's the matter with your friend, miss? He's acting like an ape. Now he's climbing up the building. Is he crazy? And he grabs the bananas, which are the evidence against the illegal importers. Mr. White, isn't that Jimmy Olsen? Yes. Jimmy went out looking for a gorilla yesterday. Great Caesar's ghost. The way he's acting, you'd think he was the gorilla he was searching for. So he sits at the top of the building. I don't know what got into him, Perry. He must be affected by a sunstroke. But can't we stop him? He's eating up the evidence for my scoop. I've sent for the police emergency squad, Lois. If Jimmy slips off the parapet, he'll be killed. So meanwhile, Jimmy as Congorilla has arrived at the other crime by the Red Knights and grabs the catapult. They're using a catapult this time and catapults all the Red Knights. Now to jump on this end of the catapult with all my force. They fly into this car, that's up on being worked on. They landed in the car just as I figured. Now I'll twirl the lift till they get dizzy. And he spins it around. I'm getting dizzy. I can't see. Oh, that does it. Now I can head back to the animal farm, pick up my human body, and switch back to my normal identity by rubbing the magic ring. Meanwhile, he spots his body up on the roof and climbs up to retrieve it. Look, Lois, a gorilla a few months ago. Look, Lois, a gorilla. A few months ago, Titano the super ape climbs up here. Now this ape. What is this building anyway? A rest home for gorillas? So they get into a scuffle, and Jimmy Olsen's body rubs the ring, and they switch minds. I'm at the mercy of the wild gorilla. His brute force is now back in his ferocious body. He's throwing me into the street. I've got only one chance, maybe just possibly Superman may be on his way back from Earth's center and can receive an SOS from my signal watch. And Superman does arrive, but turns out it was just pure luck. Superman was watching him. Get him, Superman. He's kill crazy. Poor ape. Little does he know he's attacking an indestructible person. Grr, whack, growl, pow. Just as I thought. He's exhausting himself trying to destroy me. He should conk out any minute. There he goes, out cold. Now, suppose you explain what's going on, Jimmy, if you can. Well, Superman, it all started when a famous hunter, Congo Bill, gave me this magic ring. I just spoke with the owner of the animal farm, Superman. He'll take another gorilla, promised to capture for him in exchange for this one. Good. I'll fly this limp specimen back to the Congo now. Naturally, your secret will remain safe with Jimmy and I. The only thing nobody understands, Jimmy, and you haven't explained it either, is how that gorilla is so intelligent when he battled the Red Knights and so stupid when he tried to kill you. You got me, Chief. It must be magic, eh, Superman?